Hey friends, Becca here. Today's video is inspired by one of my really good friends, one of my best friends, who is a social media manager, and she's overwhelmed and was asking me for advice. And if you know my story, you know that I one time was very overwhelmed. I was burnt out, and to the point where it was really affecting my health. So since then, I've grown a lot. Praise the Lord. And I have created some very good systems and processes within my business. I've also found some amazing tools that have really helped me save hundreds and hundreds of hours and also help me make more money faster. And so I'm going to share some of these tools with you today. This video is for new social media managers, so whether you want to start an agency or you're just doing it as a side hustle, this is going to help you so much. And also for new business owners and people building their own brands online. So if you want to start doing YouTube, Instagram, building a personal brand and becoming a content creator, then this video is going to help you so much to get your notepad out and get ready to take some notes. First thing that saved me so much time, bajillions and bajillions of hours, is investing in a scheduler. So when I say investing, I don't mean money investing. I did try paying for a couple different services and programs, but the one that I eventually found is free, and I'm going to share it with you. It is Meta Creator Studio. So Meta Creator Studio can pre-schedule your posts to Instagram and Facebook without you having to manually do it. So you can go ahead and pre-schedule everything ahead of time for like the next 2 weeks or next month. So once you create your content, you go in there, schedule everything out, and then you don't have to worry about it after that. The cool thing is that a lot of the main social media platforms have scheduling programs built right in. Even for Reels, you can pre-schedule Reels through the Instagram app. On TikTok, you can pre-schedule TikToks. YouTube Shorts, which I love pre-scheduling on because it's just so simple and easy and haven't had any issues with it. You go on to your upload section just as if you were to upload a long form video, but instead of posting and publishing instantly, you're able to click the little clock button and pre-schedule that one. And even LinkedIn, one of the most underrated social media platforms, you're able to pre-schedule on there too. So make sure you take advantage of it. It's super easy, and I even have tutorials here on my channel on how to use them. So make sure you check those out. It's gonna save you so much time. My dear friend, I love you so much, and you know who you are. I mean, the thing is that when you are creative, like a social media manager, and creating these contents and writing posts and captions, when you have to do tedious things like manually scheduling or setting alarms and doing it in the middle of your day, the Wi-Fi's off, you can run into issues, then that stress that builds up takes away from your creativity. The second tool that I really love is Jasper AI, or any kind of artificial intelligence AI copywriting assistance. So there's ChatGPT, which I've used before, and then Jasper AI, which I choose to use now currently as we film this video. AI is super helpful, and it's not cheating at all, because you have to give the AI program prompts on exactly what you want written, how you want written, and then even then, I always make tweaks. Now, they don't always work. This does not, by no means, at least right now, in my business, does not replace any copywriters at all. It does not replace me actually writing. But what it does do is just help as like a good way to source ideas, and then even kind of create a little, almost like a summary or a skeleton, I would say, for a post caption. But the cool thing is, if your ideas are kind of running dry, then you can just use AI and it'll help you out a lot. So one of my social media managers, she uses Jasper AI to help give her inspiration for the posts. So what she does is she'll type in like Workout Wednesday motivation, and a little bit about what she wants to talk about, and it'll give her a framework, but then she goes and she fills in. She may use that framework, and if she does, then she'll go and fill in the client's details. When it comes to longer form captions, we love to include details about our clients to help with the brand building and let their audience know exactly who they are. And the next thing I'm going to offer is hiring. Now, before you click out, know this: you don't need a whole bunch of money and this huge income in order to hire someone. You can actually find contractors online and in other countries. So for example, I like to use Upwork is one option, or Fiverr is another. And what you can do is you can post a job post like, hey, I really need someone to pre-schedule all my posts. You write out your job description. You can use AI to help you. And then you post it and you get all these different applicants. And the cool thing is that there's people from all over the world who are doing it, and they have their own prices. So for example, someone may apply for your job and they're from the Philippines, and maybe they're brand new to social media management. They don't know how to use the tools you need. And so they're only charging like $5 an hour, and that's how much they want. It's like, let's see, I'll hire you for $5 an hour and train you in how to pre-schedule posts to Facebook Creator Studio for me. Just like that, right? Or how to do this research for me. Or even finding someone who can create Canva graphics, or do photo editing, or video editing, or editing reels. Now, depending what you need, the prices may vary. So for example, hiring a virtual assistant to help you pre-schedule posts may be affordable, or at least less expensive. But then if you need people to do more intricate work, like some video editing, color correcting, and all that stuff, then those people are more expensive, because it takes a lot of skill to do so, and they probably already have their own programs that they bought to do that. But one thing about scaling your business, or at least creating more time, is to outsource things that you don't necessarily like to do, and find people that do them better than you. You outsource stuff, and that frees up your time to be more creative. Because like I said earlier in this video, your creativity will be killed by stress. So if you allow yourself to get stressed out and burnt out, then basically RIP to your creativity. Now, this is extremely important, but if you are still stressed out after all of this, or if you feel like you can't outsource something to someone and pay them, then what I highly recommend, if you're a social media manager, is to raise your prices. Raising prices is something that I know it's a little bit nerve-wracking, especially if you're new to the industry, but if you fully believe in yourself and you fully believe in your product and your service that you're providing, then raising prices is something that you are gonna have to do. One thing about raising prices is it does cause your clients and your potential clients to respect you more and to value your services and your time more. So by appropriately raising your prices, it then allows you to afford things like being able to outsource outsource to a contractor for some like small things like pre-scheduling stuff or color correcting videos and stuff like that. And the next thing you're gonna wanna do if you're burnt out is set boundaries. If you feel like you're working all day and you don't know where your time is going, you're burnt out by the end of the day, and it's like, what did I even accomplish? You're gonna wanna create a time budget, which is basically, it's gonna look like a schedule, but you write out everything that you do, like you time block it. Like breakfast was from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I worked 9 to 12 on this client, and then I took a lunch break, and then you figure out exactly what you did every single day, and then you'll see where you can minimize some of the workload. So for example, say you have a client who is paying you the least amount, but they happen to be the most demanding, and they want you to join meetings randomly, or they send you last minute tasks, then that's a client you're gonna wanna set boundaries with. Or if there's things happening like, say all your clients are sending you last minute tasks that are then affecting the quality of your work, then that tells you, okay, I need to build into my contract something that says, basically, I'm not on call. Like, I'm not on call, this is not 911, you can't call me any time of the day and expect me to answer. In a nice way, you can just basically say like, hey, feel free to message me anytime, but my team and I do respond to messages within 24 hours on weekdays. Building in personal boundaries into your contract is a very personal decision, but make sure that when you do, you let your clients know, or you let your potential clients know ahead of time when you're going through the contract together, and that'll basically like teach people how to treat you. And that depends too, because sometimes if you are working with someone who is in the middle, like maybe a high profile client in the middle of a huge launch, then you may have to be on call 24/7 because it's such an important and expensive launch, and that's okay. But if that's okay with you, the thing is that if that's the case, then they're using more of your time, so realistically you're going to need to charge more so you can be properly compensated. Alright guys, so those are my big tips and tricks and programs that I recommend to help you feel less overwhelmed and give you more time. When it comes to social media management, whether you're managing your own social media platforms or you are a new social media manager. So to summarize, those are all the tools, tips, and tricks that I use to help me stay away from feeling overwhelmed as a social media manager. So whether you're brand new to managing accounts or you're even managing your own social media accounts, I highly recommend looking into pre-scheduling your posts, using some type of AI tool, and then even outsourcing some of the smaller, easier tasks that take a lot of time. All right, that's everything I have for you today. My boo thing just brought some wings, some mango habanero, and so I gotta go eat. But if you have any questions or comments or video requests, make sure you drop them down in the comments below and I will be sure to respond to you. Go ahead and subscribe, and remember, stay golden. Bye.